Hello, Eagles sports fans. This is not the video. This is just a little precursor. This is going to be our last video here on the CHCA ESPN channel. And the reason this video is so late, it's been done since last Friday, is because I thought we were moving over to the other channel for this week's episode, but it's actually going to be for tomorrow's episode instead. We're moving over to the CHCA Athletics channel, so you can check us out over there. These videos will remain up right here, and you'll be able to access them forever. It's been a lot of fun over here, but we're excited for the new upgrade. Sorry this video is so late. At least it's still getting out before the next week is. Practice Madeira.
It's a joke on I don't practice Santeria. Sublime song, Madeira, Santeria.
But that the whole joke is just that they sound alike?
Yeah.
Okay, welcome back to ESPN. This is week 4. Let's get you caught up on everything that happened last week in CHCA Athletics, starting off with soccer on Saturday of last week. I was at 2 different soccer games. I started at Madeira, and I saw a rough loss for the guys. I'm not going to lie to you, it was a little rough. But we were out a lot of starters. The game was added late, so some of the people, had other things going on. And we still fought hard. We did. Then at 3:30, in case the time is interesting to you, the girls at home played against Worthington Christian and fell 3-0. That makes our record against Worthington Christian this year net 1-1, right?
Yep.
Just the football and the soccer game? Presumably. Maybe we...
I think that's all we played them in.
Probably all we will play them in also.
They're pretty far away.
A bit of a trek. It's so funny. Then in soccer on Thursday, that was yesterday, we played Summit at home in both girls and guys soccer. The guys played first at 5 o'clock. The guys looked incredible. It was a great game of soccer. They did lose 2-0, but Summit is a very, very good team.
Top 10 in the state.
As far as soccer goes. So, it was a no joke. The first half, we kept them to 0 goals. Final was 0-0 after the half. First time in 6 years that we've kept Summit scoreless through a half of soccer. So that was pretty freaking cool, if you ask me. And then, we looked great in the second half, too. The defense was locking it down. We were hustling. We had a lot of great people with some great games. One of the most superhuman goal blocks I've ever seen in my entire life. Luciano on the loose in that first half. Full layout, full jump, really hard kick, just instantly right off the ends of his hands.
There were many times in that first half where I saw a kick and I was like, all right, this game's 1-0. But never happened. It was a great game in goal from Luciano. A great game in the field from Brian Jung.
He did have a great game.
It was a standout performance, really gritty. Unfortunate loss.
Really, what? Gritty. That right there is a gritty joke. After that, the girls played and lost 4-0 to Summit Country Day, but once again fought really hard, and that's another very solid team. They won 4-0, being out 2 center backs.
Yeah,
that's not easy to do.
In volleyball news, last Saturday, the girls did fall in 5 sets to out-of-state opponent Ryle. They were up first 2 sets.
What state are they from?
They are from Kentucky.
Makes sense. Not too far.
Not too far, but they were up the first 2 sets. Unfortunately, did lose the last 3 sets, but they rebounded on Tuesday, beat Norwood in straight sets, and then on Thursday last night was senior night. We honored Claire Juffer and Flora Baker with a straight set win over Purcell Marion.
A lot of seniors. Represented the number of sets we could have had to have played if we weren't so dang good. We could have had to have played 2 more. In the world of golf, the girls placed 3rd at sectionals and are now moving on to districts. This is huge. Get loud right now behind your screen. I don't care where you are. There are circumstances under which you shouldn't get loud, but come on, get loud. Let's go.
On the other hand, guys played their sectionals and they placed in 5th. Unfortunately, that was not enough to qualify for districts, but it was still a great season, tying for first in the MVC. So.
And they did win a match against Bacon this week.
Yeah, they did. So, in the end, still ended with a win.
That's right.
Moving on to cross country.
You're moving across the country?
No.
Are you still going to go to CHCA? That is a long drive. I don't know where you're moving to, but...
Mr. Hildebrand.
Back
in the day.
Holy cow.
He drove from Mansfield.
That's just
here.
unreal. I can't imagine doing that.
Strong dedication.
It is.
Coach,
but, if you were going to do that to go anywhere, it would be the academy.
Yeah, but I'm not moving across the country. We're moving on to cross country.
I got it. Okay.
Not across the country.
I understand now. Yep.
But In the Princeton Invitational last weekend on Saturday, Nate Gockerman finished third. His twin brother Wyatt finished 11th.
I feel like we've talked about those two before. See, that's what happens when you're pretty good.
Trevor Kuhlman, also not a senior, came 14th, and Jagger Dallenmeyer, also not a senior.
Not even an upperclassman.
Yeah, came 17th. Future is bright for cross country. And on the girls' side, Maria Bernal-Viana and Addie Wolf both turned in strong performances. Guys came third overall, girls came 12th. Overall, it was a successful day for cross country.
In football on Friday at Norwood, we did it. We defeated Norwood 48-18. That is you didn't win by a few points there. You won by 30.
Yeah.
That's a lot of points.
It was a really good win.
We had 2 touchdowns for Reno Rome. Sounds like Reno Rome.
I think his average performance. So he has 9 touchdowns in 6 games, but he had a game with no touchdown. I think
so.
And he had a game with 1 touchdown. So he's had 4 games with 2 touchdowns.
Yes, he has. Wow, that is a lot. That's a lot.
That's just his average Friday.
Nice. We also had 2 touchdowns from Jackson Vest. A great game for both of those guys. I have a very cool segment coming up next.
Well, you got to tell me what it is.
I will tell you what it is. We've had a few college athletic commits here over the past couple of weeks at the Cincinnati Hills Christian Academy, and I hunted down some of those people that have committed to various universities and got a little insight on what they are looking forward to in the next 4, or for some of them that committed early, 6, 8 years.
8?
Okay, let's get this going. All right, we're here with 2 recent CHCA college athletic commits. We got
Mallory
and
Macy.
So cool. So both of you guys committed to play lacrosse, right?
Yes.
And where did you guys commit?
I committed to Carthage College.
I committed to Lindenwood.
And where are those schools?
Mine's in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
St. Charles, Missouri.
Very, very cool. So playing at the next level, do you feel like, I feel like it's probably the case just by the very fact that you have committed, but do you feel like this school has prepared you well? Do you feel confident going into this new experience? And I know for you guys juniors, you've got some time, but how do you feel?
I'm excited. It's going to be a whole different level of play, and
I'm excited. I think that the school has prepared me well, and in both academics and athletics.
So you guys, what is your position, and do you think that's where you'll stay in college, or do you think you might be moved around a bit?
I'm an attack, so I think I'll probably stay there.
I'm an attack. I'll either stay attack or go midi.
Midi, awesome. Okay, one more question. You've taken it to the next level. This is so awesome. Congratulations to both of you. Looking back on, since you started playing lacrosse, what is something you would have advised yourself 4 years ago?
I would just tell myself, don't let the negativity get to you, and don't compare your process to other people's, because when it's right, it will happen when the right time comes.
I just think stay true to what you want and don't let anybody else make the decision for you.
That's awesome. That's super cool. Well, you know what? We've got another 2 years of playing with you guys on the CHCA women's lacrosse team, and I'm really excited about this upcoming spring to have both of you with us. Thank you guys so much for your time. Thank you to all of our commits, and once again, congratulations. Next week in the world of soccer, on Tuesday we have a doubleheader against the same team, and then on Thursday we have a doubleheader against the same team. The really strange thing that I've never heard of before, though, is that on Tuesday we play Batavia.
Yeah.
7 o'clock. Both games are at 7. You might be thinking, how could you do that? There's only one field. Well, no, there's 2 fields. It's just, it doesn't make sense to play them at different places, but that's what we're doing.
So which is which?
At 7 o'clock, the guys are playing at Batavia, and the girls are playing here. So there you go.
Where are you going to be?
I think I'll go away.
No, don't go away. We need to finish filming.
I think I'm going to go to Batavia on Tuesday.
Gotcha.
Because I imagine there will be some other students here to support the girls. And, I might see Jack Garrison. Shout out to Luke Sanders. He knows Jack Garrison. Anyway, On Thursday, then, we have a more traditional
Doubleheader.
double home game, 5 and 7.
Which one's which?
Against Finneytown. I'm going to say guys are at 5 because that's how
Yes.
it's been for the last couple.
That is correct. I was just quizzing you.
Okay, well, I guess I was locked in.
You passed.
That's
Good
good.
job.
That's good. Against Finneytown. And
I think that's senior night, right?
I also think that's senior night, but we could totally be wrong about that.
I'm pretty positive.
I'm
it's
also
senior
like
night.
90.
It's at least one of the 2 senior nights, if not both.
True. I think it's both, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's both for sure. But, yeah, I'm not sure. Girls, Batavia game on Tuesday, by the way. That is the day you're going to be able to get some Chick-fil-A at halftime. Probably brought to you by the Champions Club.
Yeah.
So thank you to Mr. Huffstedler and the Champions Club.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on to volleyball. Also on Tuesday, besides that whole Batavia snafu. Thanks for interrupting me.
You're so welcome.
Besides that whole Batavia situation, we also play at Scummit Country Day, who we obviously beat in a 5-set thriller at home. What's so funny?
5-set thriller is just incredible lexicon. That's just awesome.
It was a 5-set thriller. I don't lie.
You don't?
But that's a huge game. They're third in conference. We're second. Big battle, especially for playoff seeding. The next day, we play Cincinnati Christian. And then the next day, play Cincinnati Country Day. Both MVC matchups. Both, I think, I'm very confident that the Eagles win. I'm going to be bold. Both straight sets. I like our odds.
Wow. 6 sets between Wednesday and Thursday. But then I'm going to say 9 sets total between those 3 games because let's beat some in straight sets. I mean, we can do it.
We can do it. McNick did it. And yes, we did lose to McNick.
But we won the first 2.
But yes, we took 2 sets off McNick. If Summit couldn't do that, I think we have Summit. It will be an away game. And as Mr. Turvey says, volleyball is a game of momentum. Home court advantage is huge. That's why everybody should go to the Summit game, negate their home court advantage, have a great away student section, send them a message, we're better than you, because we are better than Summit.
As much as I hate to say this, they had a pretty good student section in our game.
They did. And when they were up 2 sets to nothing, they were going crazy. They were going wild.
Yeah.
Really,
We can do better, though. We can do better than what they did. Because the difference will be we won't go for to see a loss.
Yeah, we're going to win.
We got this. So in cross country next week, CHCA is hosting the event.
It's not at CHCA, it's at the VOA Park. But yes, it is the CHCA meet. So we talked to our very own Trevor Kuhlman about it. All right, folks, I'm here with cross-country runner Trevor Kuhlman. So, Trevor, what do we got on the docket for next week?
We got a meet next week at VOA. It's our home meet, and so there'll be a lot of teams there. That'll be a fun one.
Gotcha. How you feeling about it?
I'm feeling good. I think we have a great chance of at least a top 3 finish. Our team's looking good this year.
Gotcha. And who all is coming there? Who's all going to VOA?
I know Indian Hill's going to be there, and I know there's going to be some other bigger teams there, but I don't know exactly who all is going to be there yet.
Gotcha. And MVCs are in a couple weeks. They're on October 10th. How you feeling about those? You think you can break Summit's, long-held reign on the MVC?
Oh yeah, we already we ran against them earlier this season. We beat them by 200 points, so we're looking strong to break their streak. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Trevor, and good luck. Keep running.
Thank you.
Have a great time.
Trevor is aptly named because he is a cool man.
In tennis, in the girls' side, sectionals are on Monday. I like our doubles odds. We have Miranda and Abby Stokes playing together. That's a power team.
Yes, it is.
And Jackie and Corinne Laban.
But
it just flows off the tongue.
It does flow. It does flow.
But yeah, Corinne Laban and Jacqueline Dempsey are the 2nd seed, if I'm not mistaken, in the entire sectional for their doubles team. And then we also have Ava Van Kuren playing singles. I like our chances. We have some people who I could very, very, very plausibly move on to districts.
That sounds pretty good to me. Tonight, we've got a huge game. I need all of you to come. I need so many people to be there that it doesn't even make sense. Against Purcell Marion away, since he got 2 touchdowns last week, I figured I'd go talk to Jackson Vest and see what he has to say about this week's game. I'm here with Jackson Vest. Jackson, after a big week last week, what's your emotion? How are you feeling going in to this game tonight?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling a bit nervous though. I usually do. I just have a little pregame nerves, but once I get that first in, I think I'll be fine.
That's right. So it's at Purcell. It's their homecoming. And they just built a new stadium on their campus. So it could be a bit of a loud game. Are you worried that atmosphere is going to affect you at all?
Nah, just feed off the energy. Energy is going to be all over the place. It'll be great.
I like it. I like the play-through attitude. I think we're going to have a huge student section there. Please show up. It's going to be awesome. We're going to spoil their homecoming. And nothing could be better than that. Do you know much about Purcell as a team? Are they an offense-heavy team or defense-heavy team? Do you know much?
Not much, but what I've seen, I think we can handle. So it'll be fun to see how the game plays out, and it'll be a fun game all around.
Yes, it will. You know, this is WLWT's game of the week. They have the score predicted at like 32-28 Purcell. And there's nothing I'd rather do than prove those idiots wrong.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Thanks so much, Jackson.
Thank you, Jackson. You know, some more fun facts about this game. This was the WLWT game of the week. They predicted that Purcell would win 34-28.
Well, then they should grow a brain.
I don't believe it. I feel good about the win. We're playing against Purcell, whose quarterback is Sonny Ward. Now, Sonny Ward could have very plausibly been a CHCA Eagle, but, you know, we instead have Isaiah Petty, so...
In the word of Lloyd Hodges, Isaiah Petty is 12 times the player Sonny Ward could ever be.
So, I'm not complaining. Our team's not complaining. We love Isaiah Petty.
Yes, we do.
He's great. And another thing. This is Purcell's first ever on-campus homecoming game. They just built a new stadium, so I bet you their student section will be riled up.
They will be riled up.
It's a brand new stadium. I've heard it's nice. It's named after the great quarterback Roger Staubach.
Oh,
You
wow.
know? Yeah, he went to Purcell Marion.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow!
NFL Hall of Famer.
I had no
Roger Staubach
idea.
went
That's
to
super cool.
Purcell Marion. And so I say we spoil their first homecoming.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't it be sweet if on the day that literally should be the loudest day in their school's history, basically, up to this point, we were louder. That would be pretty cool to me. You know what else is coming up in the world of football is Powder Puff next week. So we'll be there. We'll cover the Powder Puff game next week, the Powder Puff tournament rather, and that'll be an exciting time from a lot of us.
Any predictions?
For a lot of us. Ooh, I mean, I've got to go with the class of 2024.
Yeah, but you know, looking through we've had
Historically, we have not been great at Powder Puff.
We have not been great at Powder Puff, and you know the connection bells.
And so I ref for Ultimate Frisbee.
Yeah.
And it's a different game, but it's not that different of a game. The freshman girls connection bell that I saw win, which included Grace Bishop. I don't know the teacher of that connection bell, but I saw them play Ultimate. They scored 14 touchdowns in as many minutes.
That's
2 7.5 half. They won 14-0. That was unreal.
That's absurd.
If they play anything like that, they could win the entire thing.
Yeah, so watch out for those freshmen.
For real.
And coming to Powder Puff, it's gonna be a great time.
Yes, it is. Over in Eagles trivia last week, the answer was Cooper Robinson. Unsurprisingly, Lucas Brock answered it correctly. He wasn't even here.
Yeah,
Like-
he was in 8th grade when that happened.
But he knew. He was
He's locked in. So, for our next week's Eagle Trivia, it's a little more historical. We're going back to the year 2014. In 2014, CHCA Eagles had a very successful football and baseball season. Football losing in the state Final Four, and baseball losing in the state finals. They were both to the same team. What team was it?
Wow. You think Justin Bieber would know the answer? I do.
He would.
If you know the answer, comment it down below, and we'll come, shower you with endless glory. I think that might be a bit of an exaggeration.
No.
Regardless, thank you for watching this week's episode of the Eagles Sports Production Network. If you'd ever like to be featured on here, like to have an interview, anything like that, let us know. We'd be happy to have you. Thank you. We'll see you next week.
We out.